Happy Halloween, everyone. We've got our own little Ghostbuster named Max from Where the Wild Things Are. Hi, Max.
Hey, brother.
Are you going to bed with no supper? Oh, I hate that.
That's from the book, right?
Yeah.
There we go. By ID's Carrie Williams, Executive Director of Rainbow Fleet, is Little Benjamin's chaperone, if you will, tour guide, if that sort of thing. And actually, that brings us to our topic here. We're talking about Halloween tomorrow and keeping our kids safe out on the streets, and so lots of other things to be able to do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And as parents, you cannot help but freak out about it because we hear so many horror stories.
Absolutely, and lots of kids like to neighborhood hop on Halloween.
Yes, they do.
We want to make sure they're taking the precautions to make sure that they're safe and make sure that they don't get lost and make sure they, are always prepared for any circumstance. So that's what we're talking about today.
Okay, so what do we need to let our kids know?
Well, first of all, never trust a stranger, I guess we would say that. Also, there's reflective tape that they can put on their Halloween costumes.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah.
So if a car is driving upon them, it will, show them where they are.
And if you think about a lot of the Halloween costumes, dark colors, obviously, and that, of course, with the exception of Max here. But nevertheless, so you want to make sure, even dressed as that, they need to be able to be seen.
Dress as that, carry a flashlight. Never trick or treat alone. So don't go door to door by yourself. Travel in a group. So we always want to make sure that our kids are aware of their surroundings, and if something seems off, don't go to that house.
Use your gut.
Use your gut.
Yeah, the belly's always right.
A lot of homeowner associations, they say, if you're not trick-or-treating, turn your lights off and that sort of thing. Some people don't necessarily feel comfortable with that, but should they, go into the houses that they know? I mean, is there an age and that sort of thing? Or
I think if it's a neighbor that you know well and your parents know well, and probably your parents are going to be with you too. Yeah. But most neighborhoods also post their hours and times for trick-or-treating. So you'll want to check those schedules out ahead of time. Make sure that you're not going to a neighborhood that, trick-or-treating ends promptly at 8 o'clock, because some neighborhoods are pretty strict about that.
I was going to say, when they get the candy, I know what we usually do is everyone comes to, it used to be our house, we all dump it out, and the parents would kind of go through it. Do you recommend doing something like that?
Absolutely, candy dump.
He wants you. Look at this.
Well, hi.
Make sure that, there are no sharp objects in the candy. Make sure that everything is, well wrapped and it's in its original packaging, that kind of deal.
All right, let's talk about after. Let's talk about well into November, when the candy is still there. What would you suggest because it would be great to let our kids have control of the candy all the time, but we're in a day and age, we know that that's all they would eat and that sort of thing. What do you suggest, in the next following weeks where they have all this candy?
The first day or two, we usually let our kids kind of run wild, indulge a little bit, but then we put the candy up on the top shelf of the pantry and we get it down for special occasions.
Great idea.
There are also lots of organizations that will buy your candy back.
Yeah, a lot of
send
dentists
it to military
will do that,
overseas.
a lot of organizations.
Yeah,
yes.
so just be aware of that. Candy is, it's great for a treat here and there, but we certainly don't want to eat it all day, every day.
I was talking to somebody this weekend, and this is the reason I brought it up, that they have like they make a monetary system out of it, meaning that they can trade their candy in and they can get like toys or whatever, and that way they understand what money and how that works and that sort of thing.
I'll also tell you there's another way to do this too. I just let them keep it, and they literally, because it's right there all the time, my kids don't eat much candy.
Yeah.
Because it's
I believe that.
right there.
It's not a forbidden thing.
Exactly.
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
And then we put it in a big candy thing in our kitchen, and it's there all year, and it just sits there.
Keeping our kids safe. Did a great job there, Ben. Hey, good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. As Max is just out trick-or-treating.
Oh, coming back.
When it comes, if you need any kind of help when it comes to child care and parenting, Rainbow Fleet is there to help. Their number to call in Oklahoma City is 405-525-3111. They're back every other week with more expert advice for parents who are raising Oklahoma. They also have the number for those who speak Spanish, 525-878-83.
I'm having fun with Max.
I know.
I miss these days. All right, you have a good Halloween, buddy. All right, Benjamin. She's a Grammy Award-winning singer and making a stop in our city.
And it's all part of the family